Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Turn political and Fed speeches into profitable crypto trading moves. Hello everyone, I'm Gabby Trades for those of you who don't know, and today I will break down how I keep profiting from big figures giving speeches, and also we'll break down key takeaways from Powell's speech yesterday. Before we do all that, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when I'm live so we can all chat together like usual. Hi Sugar Cookie, Ayanda. Who's here? Diamond Eyes Kun just arrived, and Dottie was here, and Mr. Vane. Okay, everyone. Peter Azinov is also here. Oh, he's one of our new members on Discord. Hi! How are you guys doing? Grant Gibbons, howdy. You guys, so from yesterday, basically, the takeaway is tariffs equal inflation plus slowdown. Basically, Powell straight up said that the new tariffs are bigger than expected and could mean higher inflation and slower growth. That's not a great combo, we know that. He kind of said that there's not going to be any rate cuts yet. Despite the volatility, he really said that the Feds are actually well positioned to wait. And the translation for that is don't expect rate cuts right now. They're actually not panicking. So the dilemma is, and that's actually important, that Powell admitted that the tariffs could put the Feds in actually a tough spot. So if inflation rises and growth slows, their dual mandate will get complicated. So do you fight inflation or support growth? The market reaction was basically the market didn't like that at all. S&P 500 dropped 2.2%. NASDAQ was down over 3%. Gold was absolutely ripping to new all-time highs. It's trading above, I don't even know what's it right now, probably 3,350 above. But overall, for me, the speech was not a dovish speech, right? It was probably more like caution with a dose of realism. That's how I feel. Now, like the video if you haven't liked, and let's review what he said about crypto, because he also spoke about crypto. He did mention stable coins, and he was addressing the evolving landscape of the stable coins and the broader cryptocurrency sector in general. He acknowledged that the crypto market has matured and has become more mainstream, emphasizing the need for a clear regulatory framework, particularly around stable coins. He stated that there will be some loosening of the crypto. He was referring to the loosening to previously very strict rules that were imposed and still are on banks that are engaging with crypto assets. And he added that the goal would be to foster innovation and a way to preserve safety and soundness in the financial system. He also highlighted that the Congress is actively working on establishing a legal framework for stablecoins. And he was saying that both the Congress and the Senate are looking to do that, legal framework for stablecoins. That's a very good idea. Let's see. We actually need that. In terms of price action, we're going to have a look today. Bitcoin is holding above 84, range bound, volume got up a little bit, but there was no breakouts. Ethereum is looking heavy. And S&P 500 was bleeding after Powell. The dollar index was ticking up. The demand is back, but we're still we're kind of risk off right now. And gold is the absolute star. We have all-time highs. You guys, it's very strong. China's been buying the ETFs. I think they're very much stressing out. There is like talks that we might have a recession over there in China. Due to all of that, we had the housing crisis and whatnot. It's just a lot. All right, so let's not waste more time. Great Mind is here. Hello. You guys start chatting again in the chat box so I can see, that it disappears. Sugar Cookie, how's the music? Is it low? Is it high? You guys, yesterday we had a great video. You guys really enjoyed it, where I broke down the one trading strategy that is very useful for you guys to keep in mind. So if you haven't seen the video from yesterday, yay, Cello is here. If you haven't seen the video from yesterday, go ahead, check it out. It's really important, in my opinion, for you guys to watch that vid. Okay, Sugar Cookie is saying that the music is perfect, so we can move on to the charts immediately. Now, unfortunately, there is not a huge amount of deal happening. We're range bound right now, but that is signaling that there is going to be a breakout of the markets. We know how the markets move, right? The markets are 70% of the time range bound, right? So we're just used to being patient and waiting a lot, and I've been waiting a lot, but yesterday was a great opportunity for me to catch a trade. So I caught a really nice long trade on Ethereum, and I posted on Discord. If you guys haven't joined Discord, go ahead and join Discord. It's completely free. All you need to do to get the VIP role is sign under my Bluffin link. There is instructions how to do that on Discord. So join is very simple. Everyone can do it. We have over 600 members, I think, maybe not 600, but 590 or something like that, which is great to see. We're a great community. You guys type in the chat, start chatting. Who's here? Okay. All right. I see a new name here. Perzenislav Banak. Okay. I'm always trying to pronounce your names, you guys. I always try to do that. All right, let's talk about price action right now and what's happening. So yes, today, of course, like I always do in a daily update on a VIP channel, I give out the updates, and I said that we're currently in a range for Bitcoin. So that range right now is happening just above the point of control that we were looking at, which is right here. Let's start with the ugly drawings, which is right here. So that point of control is what we want to see holding, because if we start losing that point of control, we're going to drop down a little bit more significantly, right? And now we're going to be looking at the area where our 12-hour support sits at around 78,000, hopefully to get a new higher low. Is that gonna happen? We don't know. Like and subscribe, yes, please, you guys do that. Help us with the algorithm, because you know, we want to grow this channel, we want to grow our community, which is beautiful community. Guys, can you see the prices? Actually, let's have a look. All right, that's a good catch from me, because I always need to adjust that. So we're in this range right now. This is literally all we need to be interested in. Are we going to break out this range to the upside? And if we start breaking out this range from the upside, are we going to break the 89K level of resistance that we know that we have above that? To be more precise, is 88,785 on the 4-hour time frame, but on the daily time frame, it sits at 89,076, which is more powerful than the 4-hour. Right? Both are valid. So I personally want to see price take out these two highs and then evaluate from here. If I want to take a short, of course, we can catch that on a lower time frame. During a trading session, I always say I am not taking any trades during Asia. Even if price is hovering around a key level, it's not what I want to do. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Overall, of course, let's review again on the 4-hour time frame. We know that we have this liquidity at 95K, and we want for price to go up there and take that liquidity. Ideally, this is the area where we want to be starting to short a little bit more heavily with size around between 95K and 100K. I know it's a big zone, but we have a sell zone above that, etc., etc. So a lot is going on in that area. That is where I'm going to be happy to look for a little bit more sells. Actually, let's get that back. And you know, guys, I've been teaching you how I trade my price legs and everything. So if we look at the current bearish price leg is draw, please, is this one, right? So we see that price is now hovering around the 0.5 of that price leg. So when a price leg is extremely bearish, we tend to see retrace to the 0.5 and then create a new lower low. This is what happens with a bearish price leg. We spoke about the bullish price legs and how Bitcoin on a higher time frame, it's exactly in the same scenario but flipped, and that's very bullish. So we know that we're gonna see new all-time highs. Whatever happens when price starts dropping, we're still very, very positive. So yeah, we want to see price starting to break above these levels and And we want to see what price does when it reaches our 95K levels overall. This is what we're interested on Bitcoin, right? And like I said, for the shorter period of time, we want to see price exit that range, ideally to the upside. Now, I was looking to position myself in this trade because you guys very well that I'm short Bitcoin since Trump spoke. And the reason for that short over here was not only because Trump was speaking, but because my observations of him speaking every single time is that price is throwing a wick and then is selling off. That's always been the case. So I expected something similar, and I had a point of interest that was just right here up here. So I waited for price to go here and reject. And on a lower time frame, on the 1 minute, I was short right around the 87,700 area. This is another trade that I posted on Discord as well. If you guys haven't joined, join. So yeah, that's I'm still in that trade. I took a lot of profits down here at the bottom, and I'm still holding 20% of that position, even though price is retracing to the upside. I want to be covered, but I didn't want to take a long here, even though there was a setup, and I showed you guys yesterday where the setup was. It was extremely risky for me, so no. And now during this range is a particularly good opportunity for me to try to find and position myself, right? So what would I normally do when we're in a range? You want to position yourself at the low of the range, right? If you're expecting for price to break out, if you're having a clear bias. Now, I didn't see anything on Bitcoin yesterday because we didn't take Asia low from yesterday. I wanted to see Asia low taken. I wanted to see some lows gone, and that didn't happen. However, I posted a long trade on Bitcoin again on Discord, which sort of played out. This was the move, this small move over here. But like I said, I'm not interested really to take that trade, but the trade kind of played out. I wanted to see what Powell says, and I wanted to see Asia low taken. There were liquidity over there. There still is liquidity, I think, on the lower time frame. If I go on the 30-minute, I'm pretty sure it was on the 30-minute. Yes. This low over here, which is just together with our POC, it's sitting at 82,765. That's liquidity on the 30-minute time frame. So I wanted to see that low go before I make any moves. And right now, as price is developing, you can also see that again the similar scenario is happening. Asia low is liquidity. Yesterday Asia low was liquidity on the lower time frame, I think the 5-minute time frame. Today you can see Asia low is liquidity on the 30-minute time frame. So I'm expecting for price to bleed and take that low for today. Now Ethereum, yesterday's trade, that was the trade over here. Powell started speaking, market started selling off, but then we had this zone on Ethereum that we've been watching for the whole month of April right now, which is at 1,540.48. So that's the trick, basically. When a political figure or a figure of, I don't know, some influence in the markets or whatever speaks, if you have a major area that has been tapped, it's a very good opportunity to enter in a position. So that's what I did down here, because I've been having this area for quite some time. That's been developed at 5,040.48. So really as simple as that. And I was targeting these highs over here. As you can see, the trade hasn't really taken my full profit, but on these highs over here I cut a little bit from the position because we're still in a ranging market, and I'm pretty sure that this low is going to be retested, especially now that it's liquidity again on the 30-minute time frame. I'm pretty sure that this low is going to be retested, and then we're going to potentially find another long opportunity from here. Another reason why I cut a little bit from that trade is because the 4-hour is showing me that is bearish. However, as price was developing, we started creating new fractal highs that are close to our target, and that is signaling to me that, you know, we might we might take this high and then reject. It's just not strong at all. It's just not hitting target vibes, let's put it that way. So I just need to be extremely cautious. But yeah, I prefer to keep the entry because what I'm expecting is another retest of that zone and then continuation to the upside. And where I want to see more rejection is around where I'm gonna start closing profits, let's put it that way, if the trade continues to work out, is around 1668.53. Why? Because that's the 50% of the price leg that is trading to the downside, and we can see that price rejected once from it, twice from it, 3 times. So I'm expecting it's either going to be a breakout or price is going to reject again from it. You know, unfortunately, that's the ranging situation that we're faced with right now. And also, when we're in a range, it's also quite normal to expect the range to get tighter and tighter before a breakout. And let's hope that the breakout is going to be to the upside rather to the downside, because if we start losing levels to the downside, then I'm looking for another lower low. Which again is going to bring us to our major levels of buys for Bitcoin, which we know very well where they are positioned at 78,000. We're looking for a higher low in case this was the bottom, around 78,253. I'm looking for a higher low in case that was the bottom. If that was not the bottom, I'm looking to re-enter at around for some sort of reaction at around 72,778. And then my ultimate buy zone is going to start around 69,000 Bitcoin, 388, all the way to 65,052. This area could be wicked, right? We know that. We spoke about it so many times. Let's see what Mr. Vane is saying. The chat is quite quiet today, you guys. What's happening with you? Let's have a look. Ethereum. 1,800 liquidity on the 1 hour. Let's have a look on the 1 hour. Mr. Vane is using the indicators as well. Yes, that liquidity up here on the 1 hour, that's correct. This is also going to be our ultimate breakout zone for Ethereum if we go on a higher time frame. So the liquidity was here, and if you go even on a higher time frame, which is the high comp stream, so basically, which is so this is the liquidity that Mr. Vane was talking about on a 1 hour time frame, sitting at 1,800. Let's see what he said, 1,834. And then on even higher time frame, we have liquidity at around 2,100. So I'm positive that we're gonna get these highs sooner than later, and it's going to be quite interesting if we start breaking through the zone at 0.236, which is sitting at around 1,819. Why? Well, if you watch the video from yesterday, you will understand why I'm looking for a break from up this level. And then yeah, from here, you know, this is not going to be extremely safe. So let's say we have a body close above here. This is not going to be extremely safe. The traders that are extremely cautious, I think they will be even looking for a higher breakout at around the 2,000 levels for Ethereum. Okay, so we're not out of the waters, out of the, you know, muddy waters at all, you guys. Freedom is here, yay! When Gabby speaks, we listen. Oh, you guys are so cute. So yeah, that's it pretty much. What else can we review? Shall we look at Sol? So basically, Solana, again, on a higher time frame, just like most of the altcoins, actually. Solana is not comparable to most of the altcoins because it used to be very strong. It still is kind of strong. But still, it's an altcoin, and I'm just gonna say that just like most of the altcoins on a higher time frame, we have liquidity to the upside that is giving us hope that we're gonna see this altcoin season sooner than later, right? But before that, we have to fight a lot of zones, and right now for Solana, we're currently extremely bearish. So we have a confirmed leg confirmed bearish leg. Now we want to see if price rejects at the 0.5 area, which we have a massive sell zone. And are we going to create a new lower low, or are we going to fight the zone, right, and potentially find some rejection at around the 160 level, which is then going to bring us down again to the 113, and then potentially break out from here? Would we get that? I don't know. I'd rather see price start breaking right now levels that will give me more confidence. But until then, ultimately we're still bearish, which is why I'm hedging, and I'm trying to keep a short position open. I'm trying to keep a long position open, and I will keep doing that when I see fit for the coins. So right now Ethereum long and Bitcoin short is going for me. This is what I have. I'm not interested at all trading outs at the moment, because they're not I won't be trading altcoins until we get some breakouts on Bitcoin or ETH. Until then, I'm just trading Bitcoin and Ethereum when I see fit. And that's it pretty much for today. I don't know what else should we talk about. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Right now is your chance to ask something. Hey Gabby, I assumed we had no conversation today. I'm assuming by conversation you mean we have no speeches today? No. Oh, actually, we missed that. Wait, we missed that. We had the unemployment claims, you guys. The unemployment claims report came in today. It was actually really funny because they reported the score the wrong way. But today, Thursday. So clearly we have good numbers. Unemployment claims came at 215K, and the expectations, the forecast was 225. So that is good. That should be bullish, which is another reason why I would like to stay in that long. Oh, okay. So Peter is saying that he got a message from someone on Discord that is pretending to be me. So first of all, I will not message you on Discord. I will never message you first. Okay, be aware of scammers, because there is a lot of scammers. There is a Telegram group that is not mine, and they're pretending to be impersonating me. They have thousands of followers, and I don't know what they're doing. It's really crazy. You have to be careful out there with the scammers. Know my exact username and just go by that. Everything else is a scam. All right, don't get scammed, you guys. Stay safe. Let's have a look at ETH BTC while we're here. So ETH BTC is trading at a major point of interest for me, but it seems like it's losing it right now. So I want to see this weekly candle close above 0.01889. I want to see this week this flipping, because if it doesn't flip, it's not going to be very, very nice. If we don't flip right now, the next zone for ETH BTC that I'm looking at is going to be quite low at around 0.01616. 0.01616. So we don't want to see that. We want this week for the candle that's printing on ETH BTC to switch bullish right now, because this is a very important area and it needs to hold. It's honestly as simple as that. So oversold. I think Ethereum will have a mega bounce at some point. Ethereum will have a mega bounce, but I spoke to my members today and someone asked me, was it today? Was it yesterday? I don't remember you guys anymore. But the thing with ETH is, and I said that to you guys, I am not looking for higher prices than 4,000. Let's say if we're lucky, we're gonna get 4,500 for ETH, but I'm not seeing anything more than that for Ethereum, right? In fact, I want to catch a long trade on ETH, whether we go to the buy zone, which is very close, probably around 2 to 5% away from the current bottom. It's where my ideal buy zone for Ethereum is, the current bottom right now. So we're not there yet, right? So if we get that low, I want to catch a long, and that long I'm going to be holding until 3,885.69. This is the moment where I will exit, how I always do, with 80% of my position, and then I will keep a 20% runner, because there is some liquidity that's sitting above 4,480, approximately that area. But I don't think that we're gonna see any more than that for Ethereum in this bull run. I know that a lot of people are calling for 10,000 Ethereum and 20,000. I don't think that that's gonna happen. So Peter is interested in learning more about the indicators. Yes, my indicators are up for sale, you guys. They're only 20 bucks. I usually run sales all the time. You can get them. Just find the link in the description box. There is also a dedicated video on my YouTube channel on how you can use the indicators. And also, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a mentorship on the indicators as well, and on my trading strategies very soon, so you guys can make use of that. All right, so that's for Ethereum. I'm sorry if you guys are disappointed for these news, but this is what it is. And don't forget, that's actually giving, right? That'll be very much giving, because if, let's say, if we reach our buy zone to there, that's like 200% gain, right? That's going to be 200% gain on Ethereum, which is a lot. It's a lot. And think about it, if ETH goes away and does 200% this bull run, then that would probably mean that Bitcoin is going to go and do another 100%, right? From the buy zones, 113% or something. So that will bring us to Bitcoin around 100, I don't know, 140, 100, I don't even know if it's, I know I calculated before, I'm not going to do it now. But I think it was around 140, 150 area zone K. I'm not sure. Which one is that video? Have you got the link? So when you go on my YouTube channel, you will find the live streams section and the videos section. And by the way, also, when I upload the videos, there is always a small information like sign in the upper right corner, where you can watch the video. I always link that video, so you can find it usually in the description boxes, or yeah, you just go to the video section in my YouTube where you can watch it. It's a very short video, very brief explanation. I'm gonna go into more details about how you can use that. All right. But anyway, my friends are telling me the indicators are very cheap, and I'm selling them super cheap to you guys. I need to double the price, so watch out. I'm telling you, I'm going to increase the prices of the indicators, and I'm also planning to add more updates to the indicators. So buy them now while they're 20 bucks, because they will be more eventually. That's all I can say for now. Yeah, we're waiting for Bitcoin to break the range today, just to reiterate everything. We're still bearish overall. We want to break the range. We want to keep the point of control at around 82,855, and we want to break out from that point, because if we don't, we might start bleeding and then potentially find support at 78,253, which is our 12-hour support. And if we do, happy days, maybe we buy from here, maybe we don't, because essentially we want to see these lows go, and we want our ultimate buy zones to be reached. And we know that there is nothing to stress about, even if Bitcoin goes below 65K, right? We know that there is only a time to stress if Bitcoin actually goes back to lows around the 50K area. That is when we need to be stressing heavily. All right, you guys. And HODL, I switched up and bought your yearly indicator subscription. Thanks for the discount. Yes, you're more than welcome. You guys, the discount is not available anymore, unfortunately. I think I disabled it. So I'm not sure, and HODL, if you got it yesterday, because I'm pretty sure I disabled it like 2 days ago or something. Okay, Eric is gotta run, no problem. I'll see you guys on Discord, and then I'll be live again on Monday to review. Hopefully on the weekend we're gonna get some breakouts, because we've been having some crazy weekends lately, right? We've had the weekends actually being really, really interesting for price action. Okay, and Horo got it on the 15th. So yeah, I won't be surprised if we get something crazy happening this weekend. All right. So that's it. We're long ETH, we're short Bitcoin. Let's see which one is going to hold and how is this going to turn out. Guys, like the video if you haven't. You're more than welcome. And join Discord where we can chat every day. I'll see you guys in the next one.